Okay. Is that recording? Yeah, that's recording. Friday, the 17th of Jan. We are 3 days away from Trump getting in. Whew, it's coming up close. Um, Nice big pump from the lows on Bitcoin. It's looking like this will be the deviation right now. It's unconfirmed as we don't have the high or low as of yet, but yeah, it's looking really good. And there's not really too much to say on this, apart from there's a ton of liquidity at like 95k, like here. Whoops. This wick right here, and yeah, I find it highly unlikely that we go into new all-time highs before taking that liquidity. Doesn't mean that it can't happen, but like even if we go to like 108k and then 95, then yeah, possibly, or we come back down from here. But yeah, there's lots of liquidity there, and I expect it to be taken at some point, definitely before we hit a new all-time high. That's just the expectation, though. The totals are trying to make new highs, which is really, really good. If this 4 hour closes above this, it'll it'll be more confirmation that the higher low will be the bottom higher low, and this will be the bottom bottom. But yeah, same thing on total two. Total three is actually broken out and retested the weekly swing. This is really good for alts. Really, really good for alts. We want to see the weekly close above this now. Yeah, super bullish. Got the back test already. Looking really decent. USDT dominance broken below the level. Currently in the demand zone, so maybe not a full breakdown yet, but it's looking really, really good, and we just want to see continuation, really. Probably under whatever that is, 3.8%. Nice though, nice, nice, nice. DXY, nothing else to say on that really. It's just kind of just doing its thing. SPX, not really anything to say on that as well. And we'll quickly do Bitcoin dominance, which is kind of falling a little bit. Again, not really too much to say on this. There's no point in checking this every day. It's more like a couple times a week. So we'll come back to this on Monday and see what the weekly close is there. Let's do ETH Bitcoin. Yeah, again, not really too much to say here. If this is the bottom, so like I think I said this last week, so I'm going to just repeat myself. Either that was the bottom test and it's a double bottom, or we get the one more and we get into this, and then maybe we bull div on the daily, and we just get like a one more into this level right here. But again, I think this is going to take a little. We actually look like we're bull diving on the weekly already, because we have a low, and if this candle closes here, let me just get the thing. Yeah, from there to there, it's a lower low, and from here to here will be a high high. So yeah, we look like we're bull diving on the weekly, which is really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Love to see that. It's coming. It's just gotta be patient with that one. ETH, yeah, not too much to say on this. It looks pretty decent. Actually, kind of looks worse than some other alts, if I'm being honest. Because if you compare this to something like Injective, which is already up at the highs, yeah, if ETH was doing what Injective would do, it would be up about there at like 3,700. But yeah, it still looks decent. Like these wicks on the test of the weekly open, the regain of the yearly open, super strong stuff. And yeah, we're currently finding resistance on the Q3. We might just do a little bit of whatever this is over the weekend. I don't know why my brush keeps like doing that. Yeah, we might just do that like for this, and then get the pop up to there. But yeah, looking really good. I like it. XRP, yeah, we know XRP is pumping. Apparently that and Sol are doing some. Trump's going to do some strategic reserve sort of thing or whatever. But yeah, nice and bullish. Sol, yeah, Sol looks really good. If we can get a daily close above like 218, and just come up to this high here on the chart. Super, super bullish. And then wherever we come back down, either there or there, I'll be happy to gig along that on leverage, as I haven't really been operating too much in leverage recently. Dodge has already done the thing. It's broken its high. I'm pretty sure that orange line is a daily swing. Kind of. It's like the first impulse. Currently testing December. It's probably going to rip because of Department of Efficiency, Dodge, Elon, all that sort of jazz. Yeah. So in general, the market is looking very good. Injectives having a nice, strong bounce, which has currently reclaimed the low that led us to all of this. Testing a high right now, and yeah, looking really good in general. Happy. I did buy a little bit around 19, but my main spot orders were like 16 to 18, like in here. So I didn't get as much as I wanted to, which me and Adrian were talking before I just pressed record that maybe Max Payne is up because everyone hasn't reloaded their bags or a lot of people aren't in the market, which would be actually interest me to check retail stablecoin demand, possibly on the index, and just see. Yeah, it's not really telling too much at the moment. I mean, we've got some really low reads and we're back up at the highs, so yeah, it's not really anything to take a note of. Um, yeah, in general, I think I'm still in my render trade, which is doing nice on the 6.8 retest the yearly open, and that's about it for me. I think I'm still in that underwater tier trade, which we want to pop these highs right now. But again, it's looking pretty decent. We're getting really bullish back tests on the 4 hour of weekly opens and old levels on a lot of things, and then we're going higher, which is exactly what we want to see. Whoa, what's happening with ArcRig? This thing moves crazy. Actually crazy. It's just dumped right through that. This could actually make for an interesting trade in here because this thing moves so much. So say catching something like there to the yellow open is a 45%. Like you really don't need to use that much leverage on this at all. Maybe like 2x or 3x. But yeah, see look, you laddered in 7% range. But yeah, definitely something that could be quite interesting for quite a heavy trade. One thing I was looking at was Pepe Coin, just because I'm into based AI at the moment, and that just looks like a bottom to me. Obviously, it's really too early to tell, but that I've I've seen that quite a few times, and that is looking very bottomy. The confirmation, break that high, come down, do a higher low. You know the jazz, bang. Anywhere here, it's fine, and then that's trend change, and that is the bottom. Some of the alts slagging behind some of my alts. Not really too much to say on those at the moment. Still in relatively good buy zones with bullish div on the daily that has come up. I think I was talking about that at the start of the week that a lot of alts going to bullishly div, and we have gotten that. So yeah, I think the aim of the game is to still wait for that higher low on a lot of things to for me to operate in leverage. If not, we'll have to jump into something like on a bullish retest or whatever. But in general, looking really good, and yeah, looking very good. Anyone looking at anything or got any questions? And it's called Bangkok for a reason. Yeah. What is that gift, bro? Uh that's not a good looking one, man. There's actually really good looking ones out there. Easy to be fooled. Very, very easy to be fooled. Um, I guess we'll just go through a bit of the altcoin market and see what's looking good and what's looking better than good. Oops. need to start deleting some of these drawings as well. Why is that not printed? I guess it has, but there's no line there. Very weird. We've got bullish div within bullish div here. Like here to here. Wait, it's like here to here, which this one printed, and then there to there again. So bullish div over bullish div. Bullish div squared. Yeah, Sushi didn't make a new low. What's Ape doing? Oh, damn. Retested that bottom. Mad. The arc you looked at is AI rig, yeah. Yeah, AI rig. Graphane, yeah, sure. Try looking at, okay, I'll read that in a sec. Yeah, AI rig. I've just got it on the blowfin chart, so it's not as much data as the other one, but I don't know. This thing's on crack or steroids or something, bro. Like, for example, like if you longed this, whatever this is, with a stop at like say, you'd probably have to put it at like 3-4%, and then in the next like 5 hours it just pumps 45%. Like what the hell? It's going crazy. It's going crazy. Griffin got a nice little bag on Griffin. It looks like it needs to have a retrace. Currently holding its daily open, but that is just like looks to me like very retracey price action. All these wicks. So there's probably something in here which I would expect that to come down to, and maybe like there's a daily swing wherever this is. So I'm expecting like 4-3ish on Griffin, and then possibly back up, and then we'll see if it makes a higher low. We might come and retest this again, but it might just. I think it'll probably go after that. Um, but yeah, it still looks good, man. Like this is super strong coin, and I'm happy I parked quite a lot of my dry powder in it. Just while the market was dumping and stuff like that. Alright, ZROIMX Pepe, not a Pepe coin yet, token. Radium's been pumping nicely, that's really good to hear. Where's token? Let's do token first. As token, definitely one of my more interesting altcoins. Let me just get a buy bit chart and see what that looks like. Yeah, I quite like that. Token is doing kind of what Arc was doing before it broke out. So like mega consolidation, all in here, kind of like a round bottom. Either gonna go hit the low, which is not out of the, it's definitely not out of the question yet. Either gonna come down here and then bounce up into the mid, or it's gonna like step ladder up and then finally get the breakout after coming and tested this. But if you compare this, so just look at this consolidation to Arc, I think it looks quite similar to me before the big spike up and then the macro higher low on the retest. Definitely a similar looking chart, but I'm expecting TokenFi. I don't trade this on leverage just because it's fucking a little bit crazy, but I'm expecting this to do like really, really well this cycle because it incorporates some of the best things from RWA, AI, NFTs, generation art, generation of tokens, mainstream appeal, normie appeal, running on the Floki chain. I like the project a lot. And yeah, overall, I just think this is definitely one that when the alt season gets running, it's probably going to be doing massive numbers. On the tradable side, there's actually not too much to say about it. I guess it has made a lower low on the daily, but what coins haven't? And yeah, it technically is bullish div as well. So it's just lagging behind the rest of the market at the moment, but I think it will do very, very well this cycle. I do have Pepe somewhere here, I think there. Pepe's a weird one. This looks like a weird chart to me. I'm gonna just delete that because I'm not really sure what it is. It's currently testing its yearly open where you'd expect it to find some sort of resistance, but I would say to watch this 4-hour close. If you can just get caught in here, it might possibly go for another run. Then again, I'll probably be targeting slightly lower because this weekly open is untested, and I am expecting some sort of higher low on Bitcoin, which is going to drag most of the alts down. It just remains to be seen how high we go first before we get the retrace. But I definitely think that is sort of an area of interest. And yeah, look at that perfect retest of a previous daily open, which is also happens to be this swing low down there. Let's just see where the band's come in. Yeah, we're right in the band as well. We'll not be longing it right here, but conversely, I don't want to short right now as well. So I'm not really looking for shorts. But I do think there is some potential here. Maybe even to just come down to the previous weekly open would be super bullish in there. But yeah, not looking too bad either. If you're in a trade, then good stuff. You probably got it either down here or hopefully down here. I'd be taking some profit if I was you. IMX, I actually quite like IMX as a project. However, oh, what did I just do? However, I think the market caps are way too high for me to actually buy a sizable bag. Again, a lot of the alts are doing like quite similar things. Mega bull div. This is like mega. Look at that. Bull div within a bull div. With some hidden div as well there. We want to see this come and pop this high first for a change of trend in price action. Right now, this is still in a downtrend, I have to say. As you can see, this is also the swing that led us to the low down there. If we can come up here and at least like test, maybe like pop these highs, mess around with it, and then get the high low, I'll be a lot more confident in this being the bottom, sorry. As of right now, not really something. By the way, are you looking for this for trading or spot? Because the analysis will be slightly different for either. But yeah, it's really actually hasn't done anything yet. Although this leads me to think that if we do make a higher low, it's going to be like a mega big move. Mega big move? Mega big move. I'm in spot on these. Okay, nice. But yeah, overall, it's probably looks fine on the weekly. Like that low is the low. Yeah, it looks fine. It actually looks like it's curling up on the weekly for something bigger. So we actually have low, higher, high. I guess you can call that a higher low from there. If we get above that, it'll be super bullish and we'll probably make a new high. This is IMX. ZRO. I don't think I've heard about this in ages. Is this the right chart? Layer 0. Oh yeah. This is a big thing when it was before it was launching. Had quite a lot of hype. Yeah, it looks decent. I think I we're probably not going to get above this on the first try. If we do, it'll be super bullish, and then that'll probably happen. The retest, and that'll be a buy. I reckon we might just mess around in here for a bit on the weekend. But in general, that's an uptrending chart, I guess. Yeah, that's an uptrending chart, so it looks pretty decent. It's probably going to do something like this: break, retest, and then hopefully send, if I were to guess. But yeah, looking decent as well. Now radium. Radium, that looks like it's been held up. This chart's gonna break out at some point. I think things like this kind of looked like how grass was looking actually at some point. We're kind of right on the level, and we've retested December. This I quite like. If the market were to hold, this is probably just going to go straight up actually into this, and then probably do something like that for a bit. But yeah, if Bitcoin doesn't pull back like that, yeah, yeah, yes. Any thoughts on Ondo with 20% token unlock tomorrow? Let's have a look. 20% token unlock is nuts, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest unlocks I've heard so far.
From a chart perspective, it actually looks really good. I like this a lot. Look at these massive wicks on the daily, like really, really big stuff. Retested yearly open there. Then probably the next test up here, I would expect it to gain it. Just on a charting perspective, just straight looking at it like that. Bullish div on the daily, of course. What alt doesn't have bullish div? But if there's a token unlocked, I would expect people to sell a portion of it. Whether it breaks this, I doubt it. I don't really know the tokenomics or the ins and outs of it, but they might, the market makers might pump, and then everyone sells their token unlock here or something. But I actually just don't know, if I'm being honest. Token unlocks usually like people gonna sell like a portion of it, because if they're smart, if you're a smart trader, you should sell a portion of it, because you probably got it at like, I don't know, down here or a private sale or something. Maybe you got it at like 10 cent or maybe even lower. Who knows? But if you were not gonna sell, say you got it at 10 cent, let's say, or let's do 5 cent. If you're not selling after a 23x, you're fucking stupid. So there's probably going to be a bit of selling.
Yeah. Overall, it's a fairly strong coin on
Very, very strong.
RWA,
Yeah,
right?
very strong.
So
And I
don't
think it has BlackRock behind it. Like, BlackRock is strongly in it, but yeah, still 20%.
20 cents quite hefty. Has there been previous token unlocks? Because if so, can you even see the price action on the chart if there has been?
I don't know.
Ondo is definitely interesting. I do like that. I really like the product actually. I'm a big fan of it. Big fan. Don't own any myself though.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a small bag of it as well. On the flip side, yeah, you can be risking, selling the bag now and hoping that it will drop, or it may not actually drop, and then you will be kind of biting yourself.
Yeah, and then obviously that might tie into the max pain scenario being up, because if you sell the bag and then we drop like, might even drop just like 5% or something, you're like, okay, I'm waiting for the proper 10% red day or something, and then we just go straight up to all-time highs, you're gonna be like, ah, oh, fuck. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But even if it drops, I guess it still should recover, right? Still should make more than the current all-time high.
Yes, I would expect. I would expect everything to do it. Like I just find it super hard to believe that we're not gonna get at least like a 2 month alt season at some point this year. Um, like obviously it doesn't have to happen, but it's crazy to me that ETH hasn't broke its all-time high yet. I find it very very wild, even with like its shit tokenomics and stuff. It kind of baffles me. Um, like it doesn't have to, but it also like it should, you know. So yeah. Someone put the Ondo release in there. Ondo release 133% from the circulation supply. What do you mean 130? Is that meant to be 13? Those who brought in pre-sale have 20x, 5x. Yeah, so people are gonna sell that shit for sure. I reckon though they probably won't sell their full bag just because of the expectation that alt season is gonna be in the next 6 months. So possibly, maybe 20, maybe a quarter to a half of the unlock might be sold on the open market. Previous events there. Oh, nice. If you look at what Robux sent in the chat, I think that's the previous release schedule, so you can go and have a look at the chart. Very, very
Yeah,
helpful.
just looking at it.
Nice, nice.
Thank you.
4 hour on Ada, fighting resistance. Oof, Ada's been getting my blood running recently. Must be getting your blood running with the amount of money you have in it. Yeah, it's trying to get past this high, which actually closed above and has already tested. I would expect this to actually break on this one, to be honest. If the market were to allow it, we still don't have a daily close above this yet, but it's looking like we're probably going to get one now. Um, I would expect a pullback anywhere from 118 to 123, like in this top area. I don't think we're going to do the full thing now, but it's it's coming. Don't worry, it's definitely coming. And the fact that it didn't do its full retrace, it probably should. Like, I should stop saying should have and stuff like that, but it easily could have done that on a wick or something, on a weekly candle. The fact that it hasn't means that it's pretty strong. Pretty darn strong. And I think this is going to go to 1.5 with haste. With haste. With big haste, sir. Yeah, it looks good, man. But just be cautious here. Like, I'm not trying to long anything here, for sure. Like, if anything, this probably is looking one of the best, because at least you have a close above this high, barely, and a subsequent retest of the December and whatever this is. So this actually looks like probably one of the best if I were to long anything, which I'm not, because at least we have some nice price action. Look at this, beautiful retest, beautiful retest, beautiful retest. Lovely, very very lovely. One thing I am mad about myself is I was vocally being like up here on stream, I'm gonna ladder bids in on the yearly open of Dodge, and I just didn't do it for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I must have been busy having domestics or something, but that if anyone did that, congrats. And it's probably going way higher. Like this is probably going 60 cents really quick. Well, not really quick, but at some point, like fucking, it's gonna do the thing. And yeah, overall, very optimistic about the market. Even if we get a day that does like 20% dump, it's gonna be like a massive flush out. I'm gonna buy the shit out of it at this point. Um, yeah, render looks good. WorldCoin, actually something that I am keeping an eye on. Ideally, I want us to come up as high as possible right now and then do a higher low here. And then that will be my entry. But I doubt it's going to be that easy. But yeah, this is definitely something that I think could prove a good trade and possibly beyond to $5. Yeah, this is gonna hit $5 for sure. Like, um, so look, took some profit, doubled it in Griffin, placed the initial back. Nice, man. Yeah, Griffin's been really nice for me because obviously I took massive time off over Christmas, which was really nice. And then I came back and I was like a bit out of the flow of leverage trading. So I was like, I don't. Sometimes the best trade is like absolutely no trade. Like I'm not trying to stress myself out with the chop and So I just moved some of my leverage funds into Griffin and into based AI on spot orders, and they all got hit, and now they're all up. So I can literally just take profit whenever I want, really, or preferably at the highs. But I can just take profit and slowly siphon it back into my leverage accounts now. But that is a chart that just isn't going to stop. Could you have a look at Giga? Giga, mate. Yeah, sure, man. Loving the name. Is it Mexi? Nice. Giga Chan. Yeah, this looks really fucking good, by the way. Just on first glance. Don't even need those bands to look to see that this is gaining a very very big level with some bullish div. So watch this 4 hour close, my man. This is gonna be very very interesting. Yeah, upsloping. Probably gonna go for the highs, alright, if we get this close. And yeah, I like the fact that we printed bearish div on the daily and then didn't break this, or really the low was there, so it could have come to here, but pretty strong chart, you know? I want to see the percentage on this. Oh, okay. Doesn't move crazy crazy like other shitties. So it must be easy to trade. Look at this. Definitely wait for that 4 hour close. Look how quickly it changes. Are you in the spot or are you in a leverage trade on it? If you're in a leverage trade from, say, for example, like anywhere here, just TP some now and put your stop at break even in a low lev, in a lev on blowfin. Yeah, definitely TP a little bit. Just like five, even if it's just 5% or 10%, because say you're in like somewhere here and it does do that, you're gonna be kicking yourself a little bit, and then it could even like break and come into here. Like we don't know. The bottom's not actually like in yet. I know I'm being super optimistic about the market, but it's actually not confirmed to be in because we don't have a high low yet, and we still have a lower high as of right now. I mean, this 4 hour close would probably change it, so significant close in 15 minutes. But yes, just be a little bit cautious and make sure you're protecting your capital. Because if you do take a bit of profit and then say you set your stop at break even and it comes back down to your entry and you get hit at break even, you can just re-enter. Like it's not a problem. It's not a problemo. Yes, exactly. 100% what Secret Agent Man said. Countless times you could be in a really good long and just like you'll get stopped out and you'll be like, what the fuck? And this is, it looks like to be struggling on this level. Especially with Bitcoin at this high, you don't want to mess around with this. Bitcoin could actually dump technically like 10%, which would absolutely wreck Giga, whatever Giga is. But yeah, for now, I think this retest looks really good, and this bullish div looks nice. That curl up, very good. If you can close above yearly open, you're probably going to go to 7.5. That'll be your next TP. In here. I'll put a line on it. But nice. Very, really nice. Let's just check Arc Rig again. I reckon I'm going to set some alerts down in here. 2627. Maybe 26. And let's have a look what SMT is doing. Yeah, we got a nice little buy so far. It's looking pretty decent. Yes, make it a law of trading. I second what Sam's saying in the chat. If you make that a law of trading, like Secret Sam said, you'll almost be impervious to losses. Well, you won't, but let me go back to it. You'll be able to protect your capital so much better, if you just, like TP, stop, break even. If it comes down, hits your stop, fine, re-enter. What's A161 doing? I don't like that chart. Coin. No. On the side, retest the yearly open. This could prove an interesting long in here. But we are still in a local downtrend, and I guess we're testing that actually. Either there or here for A1, Z1, but I'm not really trading this too much, to be honest. It's just something that I've got my eye on in case we were to like get into that sort of stuff down there. Yeah, or bad decisions. You can lose money for bad decisions, but you'll be able to protect yourself really nicely. It's like even if you're up 10% and you just take like the tiniest amount, also what you're doing is what Viking says is you're reinforcing good behavior for good trading. So you're telling yourself, okay, I made a good decision. Now I'm going to protect my capital, and then whatever happens to this trade, if it gets stopped, I'm not going to lose any money. And that's especially true for things like Giga Chat, bro. If you're trading cum rocket, Giga cum, you need to just make sure your stops at a break even. Great stuff, brother. Great stuff.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you need to check yourself, but
Nah. Like if you're trading something that swings 50%, like go for it, man. I'm all for it. I look at my stream watch list. Ponky, Popcat, Bonk, Whiff, Pepe, Bone, Brett, Floki, Sundog, Dog Runes, Neroth, Mew, Goat, Mog. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that trading list says something about you, I guess.
Yeah,
it
all of
was.
those are coins from last year, man.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I
last
haven't
year.
touched them for a
Yep.
while. But look, Goat. Ooh,
Fucking
look at that.
boomer.
But look, if you long,
And we are the
hey,
oldest one.
He's calling me a boomer.
Mm.
What if you long this, bro? You're up like fucking 20% already, mate.
If
That stuff. That is insane. Insane, mate. But yeah, if there's no more questions, I think I'm gonna end my stream, and then we can get Tweedledee and Tweedledum talking.
What the fuck you calling us? I haven't had my Red Bull yet, so be careful.
yeah, me either. I didn't have my coffee yet, so be careful what you say.
I just had mine. That's why I was 5 minutes late. I think my mate's got a job offer from Red Bull.
Oh, what to do?
Probably work in the office or something. So he's gonna get free Red Bulls, and he loves Red Bull as well.
Yeah,
Fucking
they have
loves
the
it.
craziest offices too, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. And they
true.
just got like
I saw them.
fridges of all
Super
the
high-end
Red Bull.
everything.
I saw the one here in Amsterdam. That's fucked up crazy, man. What they have over there.